Chapter 1710. Immediately afterwards, he played it again, and the smile at the corner of his mouth became more intense. After watching it a dozen times in a row, Ito Takehiko smiled. Okay, the Takahashi family also has it today. After this video has become popular throughout China, don't want the faces of their Takahashi family hide on the roads. Hiroshi Tanaka nodded and said, now this video has become a hit on all major online and video platforms in China. And the reputation of the Takahashi family will definitely suffer a severe setback. Very good. Takehiko Ito exhaled happily and said, oh, seeing this video makes me feel much better. After that, he remembered something, and said, the Takahashi family and I have never dealt with each other, but this time we finally have a common enemy. Hiroshi Tanaka said in a hurry. President, are you trying to deal with Alex together with the Takahashi family? Of course not. Ito said with lingering fear, I am different from the Takahashi family. Aiki was beaten up in the street by Alex. It is known throughout the country. In contrast, I am much better. I was at Suki Pharmaceutical that day. Although I suffered a big loss, at any rate, I closed the door and suffered a loss without letting the people across the country know. Tanaka was stunned for a while. Unexpectedly, the guild leader, who has always been a staunch personality, would be so self-comforting. At this time, Takehiko Ito said enthusiastically, this incident is bound to affect the impression and attitude of the Su family towards the Takahashi family. This is a great thing for us. That's true. Hiroshi Tanaka nodded again and again, and said, this time the Takahashi family has not only suffered damage to their reputation, but also their ability. After all, they can be beaten like this at their own door. The Su family must be honest, they are cooperating in ocean transportation and they will definitely worry that the Takahashi family will not be able to protect this business. Ito Takehiko smiled and said, ha ha ha, this is really the one thing that makes me most happy in recent times. When Hiroshi Tanaka saw that Ito Takehiko was in a better mood, he was relieved and said with a smile, President, I have received news that the Takahashi family is now inquiring about Alex's identity. I guess they still want to find him out and take revenge. Ito Takehiko asked, what do you think about this? Do you think the Takahashi family can beat Alex? When Tanaka thought of the tremendous shock and horror that Alex had brought, he said, I really can't say this. I always have a feeling for Alex. It feels like what we see about him, it is just the tip of the iceberg. Ito Takehiko frowned. What? Do you think that even if the Takahashi family gives it all, it is impossible to beat Alex? Tanaka nodded and said truthfully, President, Master Anderson make tricks. Whoever is stronger will have the last laugh. Alex's strength lies here. A dozen top masters can't match him. How does that family fight him? Ito Takehiko sneered and said, don't forget, the Takahashi family also enshrines several top ninjas. The ninjutsu is so powerful, Alex can't be their opponent. Tanaka reminded, President, even the top ninja we worship may not be able to defeat Aiki's dozen personal bodyguards so easily, right? Even if it can be played, I am afraid it will be a terrible victory, but for Alex, it's just one-sided crushing. With that, Tanaka pulled the video progress bar back to the scene where Alex singled out a dozen bodyguards of Aiki. He pointed to the video and said to Takehiko Ito, Sir, look, these dozen people are in the hands of Alex. In front of him, even chickens, ducks and geese can't compare with them. He almost knocked down one with a punch, kicked one with one kick. Even when the chickens, ducks and geese are beaten by someone, they can still jump up and peck twice. But these so-called masters are absolutely waste in front of him. Ito Takehiko's expression gradually became more serious. In the video, Alex's strength is really terrifying. It seems that these dozen masters, who are not human at all, were directly ravaged by his cruel and inhuman madness. Thinking of this, he looked at Tanaka sadly, and asked helplessly, Tanaka, you say, our 4.5 billion US dollars, can we still ask it back?